tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time. So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving, and I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spinning flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros, feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First play, first pass for Brady. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they cover him for a loss of a yard. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Brady going to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! Eric Dickerson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First down, Fitzpatrick. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an intercept.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. No, we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Fitzpatrick. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing Fitzpatrick. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Darren Waller, 48 yards. And the Mounties put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. He's got him in, complete. The 20. Touchdown Broncos. LaDainian Tomlinson, 85 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make some...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going for the deep ball, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bronco legend, Steve Atwater. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Fitzpatrick now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. That's complete, right around the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Fitzpatrick again. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
For the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fitzpatrick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Mario Williams able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. This is caught.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games. Here's why we'll crawl under a rock until it's over.
The fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down. Yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Tomlinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and goal, Fitzpatrick. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Donald Parham, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Sanders to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now on second and 13, Fitzpatrick. The Sanders has got it complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Fitzpatrick. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Johnson, 44 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's out right at the 25. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now have pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Fitzpatrick's throw caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw again on second down, Fitzpatrick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Fitzpatrick again. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fitzpatrick on first down. Left side here to Sanders. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the 8-time Pro Bowler, Steve Atwater. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Fitzpatrick now. Man open, it's Moss complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now here's another interception. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Johnson, 53 yards. And the Saints open the lead up to 34-0. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out right at the 25. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
It's caught by Sanders. Yeah, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. Now Fitzpatrick on fourth down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 47 yards. And his guys are able to get a score back. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. It's complete. And that's why you put a Hall of Famer back there. He's in for 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Now Fitzpatrick. And he's got it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run. Tomlinson. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every air.
And, my goodness, another interception. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Donald Parham with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints add another